Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Yeah. Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man, hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it, now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it, now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help.
All right, Las Vegas, good afternoon. It's now 12:10 Wednesday afternoon. It's what we do every Wednesday. We're talking real estate and we're promoting a new song, a new track that came out by our good friend Tara Deneen. This music has been wonderful. Tara, welcome to the show. I want to thank you for coming in. Talk about your new music, your new sound, what's inspired you to, start writing and kind of tell the audience, everybody, listen, this is Tara Deneen. She's got a new single out, Outgrew You. It's streaming on all platforms. You certainly want to get it. We'll be playing it today so that many of you, maybe for the first time, will be listening to it. If you like it, go in, stream it at your favorite platform. We'd love to have you help us meet our goal in the streaming. Tara, good afternoon. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So give us a little bit about what the purpose is of your writing. I understand you're doing journal. Go ahead and explain.
So I just wrote a song. I do journal a lot. I'm into healing. I'm into my journey. So I journal a lot, and I decided one day that I want to turn my journal entries and my story into song. I want to tell it, but of course your journal is your personal space, so you never want to exactly share your journal.
Okay.
So I decided that music has been something that I always enjoy. I'm very passionate about. It aligns with my brand as far as travel. So I just decided to turn my journal entries into song, and so Outgrew You is one of those journal entries. I was going through personal situations. It was a moment of reflection, kind of after the pain, after the healing, and you reflect on how you have outgrown situations, whether it's relationships, whether it's a job, whether it's just a past mindset, you just outgrown it. And so Outgrew You is just that next step. It's recognizing I've outgrown this, accepting that, and moving forward.
And so when you talk about outgrew you, as you mentioned, it could relate to a lot of different spaces in your. I outgrew the fact I need to get high anymore, right? Or I outgrew the fact that this job is it. You know what? I'm going to or you outgrew the fact that, working for somebody else is what you really want to do. I think when I listen to the song, I see so many areas that it can relate to when it comes to Outgrew You, and the song has such an impact. I think many will enjoy it. I've enjoyed the sound. Tell us again now, you have been writing this song, particularly with this song. Did it take a long time to put together? Was it something that, give us how this all kind of collaborated together in a time span for you?
So this song actually features new technology, which I'll get into for a second, but it starts with my personal story.
Okay.
So like I said, it came from a journal entry. So obviously I journaled about a personal moment, something I personally went through.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times things in our lives we go through, and however your chosen way of healing is, for me, I like to write. So
Okay.
I write things. I write poems. I write journal entries. I write stories. You know, writing's always been something I'm passionate about. So I wrote it down. I journaled about it. I went through it. I felt it. I healed from it. And then one day I went back, and I've been, you know, studying technology. I always study what's new, what's innovative. I try to, you know, familiarize myself with it. So I became very educated in AI. And so I basically created the song from AI. The vocals are AI performed. But however, the lyrics, the creativity, the story is all mine. So it's a connection between faith and tech.
Wow. You know, that's and I'm hearing a lot more songs. And what's so unique about this new technology is you can't tell from a band to the play of, you know, the AI technology. I mean, it's so crisp, it's so clean. If you think you had to go into a studio and do all this, I mean, the time frame, can you imagine the time frame that it would be? How long it would take you to possibly do that, huh? You think that time frame would take a
You
while?
don't even have to imagine it.
Mhm.
That's how music is made.
Yeah.
Currently. But with new technology, things are at our fingertips, you know, and so a lot of times, especially our culture, we're the last to catch on.
Wow.
Or we're the last to eat to embrace, you know. So we see it in everything we do, whether it's how you order your food, a simple Google search, you know, is AI now. So it's just like either you're gonna jump on board and you're gonna embrace it and you're gonna use it to enhance yourself, or you're going to have the mindset to let it stop you. You know, you're going to be negative about it. I chose what I was learning because I was learning how to use AI in marketing and branding, because that's what my degree is in.
Okay.
So I was, you know, curious about that. And then as I start to learn it and I start to realize what this tool is and the power that's in this tool, I said, I can use this for a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was just one of those experiments, and it really enhanced my story. It really gave me what I needed to produce what I wanted to produce, you know? So think about the upcoming artists today that don't have $5,000 for a beat, that can't afford studio time, that can't afford someone, even the writers that can't afford someone to sing their song, but they have some great lyrics.
Right.
Guess what? This tool is at your fingertips. You know, it's right there ready for you. All you have to do is embrace it, you know, and that's something we should change in our culture is, you know, wanting to use what's innovative, what's in front of us. Don't be slow like internet and social media. A lot of people are quick to jump on and grab hold of those things. But now look at them. They're part of your everyday life. You're making money from it.
And I understand. I know a few days ago you reached out to me. You said I wrote a few more songs. So now you're on a roll, just going back into your book. You say you journal, going back into your journal. You've written several more. Wow, you like it's gotten. Can we use the word addictive for you?
I wouldn't say it's addictive, but it's when you're creative, you find new ways to create. You enjoy it. You do it. You know. So for me, I have so many songs I've written that I never to this day thought would even make it on a track or anything. You know. So why not? It's right here. Let me see what this song actually is going to sound like with my creative direction, with my lyrics, because you still have to feed it to AI. You have to tell AI. AI cannot just produce. You can't just say, make me this song. I mean, you could, but I don't know what it would make you. You know?
And then they own that. So if they make that, right, that's their production, right? You can't just, as you stated, you have to input.
So I own my song.
No. You said if you tell them to just make something and they just make something, that's theirs. It's not no creativity there from
you
you.
still want to add your creative touch, your creativity to it. I mean, AI is just a tool. It's going to do what you tell it to do, just like the computer. You can type in something in the computer, but without you typing it in, the computer's not just going to produce anything. You know, you have to. It needs human direction.
Yeah.
So it's powered by the human touch, by my input, my prompts. You know, that's really what AI is.
Yeah.
Feed it prompts and it creates what you need. So I learned that and I just embraced it. And so, yeah, my journal entries, I have so many songs. I lost my grandma in February, and my journal is full of different things reflecting on that. And so I had actually written a poem and about her last moments, and then I created the poem into a song. So, you know, it's just like, it's your story. It's just being a creative and how you create.
So at the end of the day, was there some course you have taken, some kind of way to kind of guide you or lead you or teach you how to, you know, some instruction on how to, you know, actually work? Because I've heard some really nice beats that you come up with. And so being that you like beats anyway, I imagine that's a gift. You know, this is a gift. Being honest with you, this is a gift for you, because not everybody has the ability to, number one, journal and take a journal and put it into with a beat and collaborate that together. That's really unique. That's a unique artwork, because you got people who make beats, right? Then you have people who write songs, right? And those are two different people typically, but in one place now. So you took a class, you took a course. What does that look like? How does someone listening today say, I'm interested in that? What did you do that could help somebody maybe understand a little bit better?
Well, the first thing I did was I changed my mindset around things.
Okay.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
AI is right there, readily available for you to learn, for you to access, for you to try out, you know, in any aspect of your life. But if you're already turned off to it, or you already have negative thoughts about it, if you're already putting out negativity about it, you're not going to embrace it to its entirety. So I just feel like the mindset you have surrounding it has to change. You have to be willing to accept this in any part of your life. And then once you do that, there's a community of us. If you go on Facebook, there's a community called No Gatekeeping. I and another person that was actually studied together, we started the group. Because you'll find a lot of AI communities out there, and you'll see people are seriously trying to make money off of this. They're still trying to profit off of it. So they're not willing to just give you the information. We started No Gatekeepers because we want everybody to be able to have the information for themselves, to be able to create, if that's what you do. If you're a content creator and you want to share, you want to learn from each other, that's what this community is about. So I would start there with No Gatekeepers on Facebook community. And then I'll also change my mindset. And from there, you'll learn. There's so many different AI platforms. There's so much information. You can start with the very basic that everybody knows, which is ChatGPT. I mean, if you start there and you ask ChatGPT, teach me about AI, it will, you know. So just start with the basics, get with a community, surround yourself by like-minded people, because that's what I had to do. You know, the closest people to me, they don't really understand it either. You know, they're having a hard time grasping it too. But when you get around people who think like you, who are also motivated for embracing it, then, you know, that rubs off on you. That's energy. So you got to realign yourself to learn something new.
Now, there you got it. Everybody showed you how to do it. Now, we're going to take this moment now. We want to go ahead and prepare, get our engineers set up so we can go ahead and play this song for everyone that Tara Deneen has written and really worked hard on getting it to all the platforms. You can go ahead and stream it. But if you have not heard it as of yet, take a listen and write in the comments and go and stream it for us. Would you do that? All right, I'm going to leave it in the hand of the engineer to go ahead and play that song for us.
peace in your arms. Thought your love could shelter me from the storm, but silence got heavy, the truth in your eyes. You don't want forever, just passing time. I gave you soft when you gave me stone. Try to build a home where you never belong. Now I see clearer, it's all in view. What I thought I needed, I don't need from you. I outgrew you. Like daylight breaks the night, I outgrew you. Found my worth in my own light. No ring, no promise, but I'm not confused. Love's not supposed to make me feel you, so I'm stronger now. It's the honest truth. I outgrew you. You kept me in shadows, hidden away. While your world shine bright in the brightest day, I won't be your secret, won't dim my flame. A real love won't ever put me to shame. I was the soft, I was the same, but peace don't live where respect gets replaced. Now I'm walking forward, I know what to do, know what to do. The girl who once loved you, she outgrew you. I outgrew you. Like daylight breaks the night, I outgrew you. Found my worth in my own light. No ring, no promise, but I'm not confused. Love's not supposed to make me feel you, so I'm stronger now. It's the honest truth. I outgrew you. Maybe one day you'll understand what it means to hold a real woman's hand, real woman's hand. But I can't wait for a heart that won't choose. So baby, I'm done, 'cause I outgrew you. Like flowers break the ground, I outgrew you. My soul can't be bound. No ring, no promise, but I'm not confused. This love was too small for the dreams I pursue. So I'm stronger. It's the honest truth. I outgrew you. I outgrew you.
Here we are. We're good. We're back. That's great, Tara. We appreciate the sound, what you have learned with technology, and how to master and benefit. As you mentioned, so many people have so much negative sometimes to say about things because they haven't learned it. But as soon as they grasp it, in many cases, people are like, wow, that's cool. That's nice. But, I want to commend you and say kudos to you for the opportunity that you've learned to take and go forward. That's very commendable, Tara. So, shouts out to you, young lady, for, stretching out in spite of what people say. Oh, girl, that ain't real. Listen, those words were real. Those lyrics were real. Those lyrics were from her journal. That's how she felt in a space she was in. And she learned how to take the technology. But also, Tara's a travel agent. Her company's called The Travel Boss. So, Tara, why don't you take a moment to tell us how you connect traveling or travel with music? Take a moment to explain that for us.
My company is TG Luxury.
TG Luxury Tara, my bad.
But I'm known as Tara the Travel Boss because I find you the best deals. I just really can put it together. But for me, travel and music are both emotional journeys. When I plan travel for my clients, I'm also helping them create moments, right? And then those moments heal them and inspire them, and they're traveling all over. Well, music is pretty much the same way. I just do this, and I do the same thing. It's just through sound instead of scenery.
Yeah.
So When you're traveling, every destination has a rhythm, whether it's the waves on a cruise or the heartbeat of the city, that rhythm inspires writing. If you're a writer, it inspires some type of creativity. So I just see the destinations as chapters of your personal story, and my music is just the soundtrack that plays that while you live them.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you have travel packages that help people go basically anywhere they want to: Dubai, Jamaica, Hawaii, New Zealand.
Yes, absolutely. So I specialize in luxury and group travel, but I also help individuals travel. So if you first time cruiser, or you just want to get out there and go somewhere, you can always definitely hit me up and I'll help you. But I specialize in group travel because I believe in connectivity. So I believe in staying connected with each other. I try to promote people to build their network, right? Because the people you around you help you. So even like you're a part of my network. I'm using your platform to help my song and my business. So I just believe in the power of connecting each other. So I specialize in group travel for family reunions. I believe in keeping the family unity together. Your retreats. So if you're a part of maybe a church group, or you have a sports group, or any type of group travel, that's my specialty. I also specialize in luxury travel. So if you like the finer things in life, I do have packages for that. So your private jet travels or your luxury resort hotels, things of those natures. I do have some celebrity clients. So with the blessing of that is being able to have access to private transportation, things like that to source for you as well. But don't let that deter you from using my services if that's not your lane or your season. Because I also will be able to plan travel for just the regular family that wants to go on a vacation. So
what are you saying is typical? People are planning. How far in advance do you typically see, or have you been lately kind of seeing people?
So when I meet somebody, they become family, right? Your client is your family. So typically my clients, they will plan their trips for next year. So they're traveling this year, they're planning for next year. So every client that I have that traveled this year, we've already probably knocked out most of their travel for next year. So they typically plan a year and ahead. That's when I give the best payment plans. I mean, you can get a payment plan as low as a cup of coffee, not a cup of coffee, but like $25 deposit, right, per person. When you plan ahead, your monthly payments can be something about $40 to $60, depending on where you want to go. I actually have a group that is going. She's a couple that's getting married. And they decide to do a cruise wedding. So they're having their wedding in Miami. And then right after the wedding, they are going on a group cruise. So they're traveling this week. So it's a group of 60 of them, but we've been planning this for last year. And honestly, those are the best ways economically to have a nice wedding. If you're trying to save money and, this couple, they are planning to buy their home right after. So they wanted to, just do something that's, was reasonable in pricing. So, if that's you, those are options. So just plan ahead and you'll get the cost down cheaper. I always recommend planning at least 6 months in advance.
6 months. Okay. Great. Well, again, that song we talk about the benefit of it meaning so many ways to the individual person, right? It could very well mean that I'm over this job, I'm over this spouse, I'm over this relationship, I'm over this car. Because some people say, man, I'm over this car. It is just the issues. I met somebody recently. This is funny to me, Terry, but they said this is a lemon. I bought a lemon, man. But there is a lemon law. There's a lemon law. But they outgrew the car. Like, man, I'm so done with this. I'm so tired of putting money out. I know my cousin was just telling me they keep putting this van in the shop. It's like, look up, it's over something else. But the car warranty helped them survive that, that sort of a continuing ongoing issue. But I think the song is great, and I can't wait for you to put out these other couple songs you've kind of shared with me. I think those as well, and then your grandma's song. So you already have like maybe about 5 songs now.
Actually working on an EP, so I have 8 songs.
8 songs, okay,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm trying to put out my EP, which will consist of 6 songs, but I have made 8 songs. So when my album comes out, it'll have a lot more songs on there for you guys to enjoy. It's all my personal story.
Okay.
My grandma song will be on there as well.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is still, I just want to touch on the fact that this is still art.
Yeah.
This is still creativity. This is still my pain that I'm turning into purpose. This is still mine. And so I still own all the rights to my songs, just like a normal artist would. It's streaming on all platforms. The support is very necessary for it to thrive. And I think if we look at it as a community, if this is something new and if we embrace it as a community, we are creators. The Black community is full of creators, and we're the people that create things. So if we embrace this opportunity that's right in front of you right now, that's available to you, I just think it could help us culturally. So I just really want to promote positivity around what's coming and what's new, and just try to change your mindset and embrace it. You may hear the song and say, oh, that's not her singing, but that is her pain. That is her story. That is something she experienced. So just embrace it.
And embrace technology, everybody. Embrace technology. Because when your nephew, your cousin, your family finally gets the vision on how this works, you'll want to support, because it's easier to do it this way than to get a band, when you're traveling. You could very well go on tour. Like I'm working on this book. Thank you, Tara, for helping out. I'm working on this book. She's got this AI technology. It's my story. And just like my book, it's my story. And we're helping how to publish it. And the technology, let every avenue today work, everybody. Don't sleep on what's coming. I was out of town over the weekend, and I rode in a self-driven car. I mean, there was no one in the wheel but a technology AI. That's it. It was cameras around the car. And if you didn't look at the seat, you would think someone was driving. The steering wheels turning like normal. I had to do a video because it was amazing, Tara, how this car drove itself and was on time. It got a little bit close to the car in the front. I felt at the red light, a little closer than I would be to a car. But then I'm an old thug, I give enough room to dip, right? But it's right up on the car. I'm like, dude, you gotta close, but there's no dude to talk to. It was amazing, Tara. I thought, wow. And it stayed within the lanes. This technology, if you don't get with it, man, I remember back, Tara, in 1990. I was living in Southern California, and I was working for some doctors in the Ladera Heights area. I was a handyman. And in 91, I remember the doctor that I was working on his home. I was doing some improvements around the house as a handyman. I worked for a lot of those great Ladera Heights, AC Green and Byron Scott. And those guys were, doing their thing in the NBA. Magic Johnson. I didn't get to work for Magic, but I met Johnson over at Byron Scott's home. They were all Lakers. They all hung out together. Byron and AC Green lived in the same neighborhood. So I painted AC Green's house, and Byron came over and said, well, man, come paint my house. They literally lived a few blocks away, right? So that's how my business has grown over the years. It's been a wonderful ride, everybody. Now, at the end of the day, they were telling me, well, at least Dr. Fuqua, he would say, Greg Deville, he said, man, you better get with this World Wide Web, man. He said, this thing is going to take off, man. If you don't learn it, you're going to be late. You're going to be behind. He says, you need to learn this World Wide Web is what they would identify it as, right? And man, that was in 91. And that thing grew. And guess what we are? Everything's on the web. Everything you look for, you can ask Google. You can ask AI. It's got the information. And I'm just simply telling you, same thing when it goes with this information about the technology. You better get with it. So Tara took advantage, and I want to commend you again, Tara Deneen, for taking advantage of what's available to you and not sleeping on it.
Yeah, and sometimes when something is new,
Yeah.
it's frightening, you know? So
Yeah.
a lot of people are afraid, oh, we're going to lose jobs. We're going to, you know, we're not going to be able to make money. They're going to use AI for everything. But when you truly learn something, you learn how it works.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said in the beginning, change your mindset, right? Because not that our jobs are going away, our jobs are changing.
Yes.
AI is still a human, it's powered by the human.
Right.
So it still needs human connection and human direction to produce.
Right.
So your jobs are changing. You speak of when you were traveling. I was in an Uber recently and I was talking to one of the drivers and he was saying how, you know, he was working, he was testing out those types of cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was a tester for those types of cars. Because those are AI cars, but they still have to have a human has to go out and test those cars and make sure, you know, so he worked for one of those companies. And so our jobs are not, and he said it pays well. We got to travel, you know.
Yeah.
So our jobs are not going away. They're just changing. And when you embrace the new, open your mindset, right? Because that's where it starts. Then you'll be more receptive and you'll be more positive about it and you'll see the good in it. And so, you know, just like anything, you know, even like buying a home, you have to change your mindset, right? If you already go into it, I don't qualify, this is unattainable for me, I'm not gonna get it, you're never gonna reach out to Greg Deville to buy a house. You're never gonna do that, right? Right. So you have to change your mindset. So
absolutely.
This is what this is all about. It's just, hey, this is just a new level of creativity. Outgrew You is my song, my pain. If I could sing it perfectly like I was able to make AI sing it, I would. But I want this story to be told the way I want it to be told. I want it to be told right. So why not use the technology that can help me do that?
There you go. Well, Terry, I want to thank you again for coming out and sharing your story and your music and, you know, what you've learned with technology and how to make it work for you. You've done a great job. It's amazing. We appreciate you once again for coming by the studio, just speaking with me and telling me your story and letting your music play. So everybody listening, go back. It's Outgrew You by Tara Deneen. You can find it on all platforms. Go down and stream it. She's trying to get a certain number and we want to help her out. So that's why we're bringing her on the show to talk about it. So thank you so much once again, Tara. And I look forward to great success for you in the future with your many songs and continued inspirations to get girl where you got to be, because it's going to be phenomenal for you. All right. So thank you again. And I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Okay, everybody. That's it. Deville time is over. I am out of here. It's a beautiful Wednesday. We've got some meetings to go to, but I wanted to make sure we got Tara out here for everybody to hear. Go ahead and stream that song. So I'm out till next Wednesday at noon. I will speak with you then. Until then, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You want to be a broker? You want to be